Good morning to you and yours. Welcome to THG News Today with Mervyn Henley. I'm happy to have you here in my company as we present THG News Today for Wednesday, January the 17th. For some reason, January is moving along pretty fast, pretty quickly. Normally, January is a long, drawn-out month, but it seems like it's going this time, and that is a good thing. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Sons on St. Martin, so we'll hear from Carl & Sons. And remember, if you have not already, to subscribe. Yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you do not miss any news, information, entertainment, breaking news, what have you. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, so let's hear from Carl & Sons. I want you to enjoy your day. So let's hear from Carl & Sons, and we'll be right back with the news. Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years, and the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Colbay and on the Punfill. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Punfill, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. The St. Croix Foundation Community Development recently unveiled the 2023 Kids Count USVI data book, titled A Call to Action, sounding the alarm on child well-being in the United States Virgin Islands. This pivotal report, presented during a virtual community stakeholder event, sheds light on crucial aspects of youth welfare across the USVI. The Kids Count initiative, backed by the Annie Casey Foundation, stands as a significant data report in the United States, focusing on children and families. This network spans all 50 states, including the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and the USVI, offering vital data for various government agencies. The 2023 report highlights several key areas concerning the youth of the USVI, addressing issues in family and the community, education, health, and economic well-being. Specific attention is given to opportunity youth aged 16 through 24 who are neither in school nor employed. Notably, violent crimes in this group escalated from 198 incidents in 2021 to 243 in 2022, a 22.7% increase. However, youth employment and internship opportunities showed improvement, with enrollments in the VI Department of Labor programs rising. Disturbingly, 33% of children living across the USVI live in poverty. That's a high number. 33%, with a higher rate of 42% for children under 5 in St. Croix. Despite these daunting statistics, the report also identifies several bright spots in the territory. Organizations like My Brother's Workshop, Caribbean Center for Boys and Girls of the VI, and Women's Coalition of St. Croix are making significant impacts. The Family Resource Center on St. Croix notably served 379 minors in 2022, a marked increase from 2021. Now, the data book also revealed a significant decline in academic assessment scores post the 2019 hurricanes and COVID-19 pandemic. For instance, 95% of 7th graders were not proficient in math, and 84% lacked proficiency in English language arts. Even so, the graduation rate for the 2001 through 2022 school year reached 74.4%, the highest since 2016 and 2017. Now, that part I do not understand, because you go down so much with 95% of 7th graders not proficient in math and 84 lacked proficiency in English, but you're still the highest in graduation. I guess folks just graduated because maybe it was time to graduate. The highest since 2016, 74.4%. Those are some very disturbing statistics there coming out of the United States Virgin Islands. I mean, no, you guys need to get a grip on that. This needs urgent attention. This should be priority now for the government and the governor of the USVI. Okay, we move on to news from the British Virgin Islands. Of course, the governor and the police commissioner, they're all fighting with the premier fighting with, when I say fighting, the premier is not fighting, he's just putting his foot down. And he's basically saying enough is enough. The police commissioner, who is from the UK, is under some kind of investigation. But let me read this report for you. Police Commissioner Mark Collins will not proceed an administrative leave pending the outcome of an inquiry into misconduct allegations against him, Governor John Rankin has revealed. The governor said Collins will remain on the job while Cayman Islands Police Commissioner Kurt Walton reviews the over 50 allegations leveled against him by fellow police officers. So you have his colleague from the Cayman Islands, all of them from the UK. So he's going to investigate his own colleague who's from the UK? Okay, I'm not optimistic about that investigation. However, Collins was accused by dozens of officers of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force of unfair practices and abuse of power, among other things, resulting in a petition to the governor and UK officials that called for his removal from office. The Honourable Premier, Dr. Natalia Wheatley, and some critics have suggested that Collins should proceed on administrative leave in the same fashion as other public servants who are under investigation and should not be given any special treatment. But the governor refuted the suggestion that there are double standards at play, arguing that a preliminary investigation must first be carried out to determine whether Collins is indeed culpable. He further explained that it would be completely unfair to suspend someone based on mere allegations. The procedure is you don't simply suspend someone because an allegation is made, the governor explained. You carry out an initial investigation, and if that initial investigation finds that there are grounds for disciplinary action, then at that point you take a decision for suspension. But you don't simply suspend someone for an initial allegation. You have an investigation and then take a decision on the matter. Governor Rankin has also disputed the suggestion that the rank and file of the police force may not be as committed to the job given the perceived lack of attention paid to the allegations against Collins. The governor stated, when complaints are made, I look at those complaints and the police commissioner himself recognized in these circumstances we should ask someone from an external force to deal with the allegations. According to the governor, there is no evidence of a lack of commitment on the part of police officers. However, he said he was hopeful this was not the case and pointed out that this was one of the reasons he requested an external independent review and investigations of the complaints that have been made. Now, I suspect and I predict I'll be right back here at THG News today to share with you that police officers are protesting. They're staging a sick out. I can guarantee you that will happen, of what's happening there in the British Virgin Islands. Because while the governor may be correct that, you have an investigation and then you decide whether or not to send someone on administrative leave. But I know from my research that there are civil servants who have been sent home by this governor and this government pending an investigation on whatever it is. They are on administrative leave. They're getting paid, yes, but they are on leave. But for some reason, this police commissioner, who's probably friends with the governor, all of them from the same boys club, this one is getting special treatment. He will stay. He's not going anywhere. And his colleague will investigate him. That's what's happening there in the British Virgin Islands. And I believe more and more the Premier Wheatley and they are just having enough of the British. You can tell from all the press releases and comments and statements from the Premier and his government. It's going to reach a case where now the Premier will say it's time. It is time we charter our own destiny. I see it coming very soon. And finally, in our news this morning, for the 9th straight year, Barbados again holds the title of the most powerful passport in the Caribbean region, according to a recent report. According to the 2024 Henley Partner Index ranking, leased by London-based global citizenship and residence advisory firm Henley & Partners, Barbados is number 1 in the Caribbean and is positioned globally at number 22 with visa-free access to 165 countries. Rounding out the most powerful Caribbean passports are the Bahamas with visa access to 158 destinations. That's visa-free access. Number 3, tied St. Kitts and Nevis and St. Vincent and the Grenadines with visa-free access to 157 destinations. Number 4, Antigua and Barbuda with visa-free access to 153 destinations. Number 5, Trinidad and Tobago with visa-free access to 151 destinations. Number 6, Grenada and St. Lucia with visa-free access to 148 destinations. Number 7, Dominica with visa-free access to 144 destinations. Number 8, Belize with visa-free access to 104 destinations. Number 9, Guyana with visa-free access to 91 countries. And number 10, Jamaica with visa-free access to 90 countries. There you had it, the top 10 most powerful passports in the Caribbean. And that's a look at our news this morning. It's Wednesday, it's midweek. We're almost at the weekend. Almost at the start of the weekend. Hang in there, you can do this. Do join us again tomorrow morning, folks, at 6 o'clock for a similar presentation. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, THG Network, and to share with a friend. I am Mervyn Hanley, and I am wishing you a blessed day.